Lift off and the clock has started.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Xavier Musgrove Show. We are here with my special guest, Quella Porter. She is going to talk to us about an ordeal she has been facing at her job. She is a phenomenal singer, worship leader, minister of music. The list goes on and on. Please help me welcome Quella Porter. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Xavier. Thank you for inviting me.
It's the pleasure's all mine. I'm privileged to be in your presence.
Stop it. You already know we go too far back for that.
Yeah, the fact they used to throw me in the pool when I was younger, and scare the crap out of me. So yeah,
This is very true.
when I couldn't swim.
This is true.
So I wanted you to come on the show to, first off, like, what's going on in your life right now? Like, what are you doing?
Worship arts pastor
Okay.
at Total Deliverance Church in Lancaster, California,
Okay.
under the direction of Bishop Avery Austin.
Awesome, A.B.
Yeah.
Austin. Shout out to you, sir.
Yes, First Lady Shannon Austin. I have my 2 women's Bible studies, Driven Women's Bible Study,
Okay.
that is under me.
Like, you do that at the church, or?
No, it's my own.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
I had 3 classes. I consolidated 2 of the classes.
Okay.
So there's one in Los Angeles, hashtag Driven LA, and then the other one is hashtag Driven Indio.
Oh.
And Indio is 25-30 minutes past Palm Springs.
So I've known you to be a singer. So are you going into ministry now? Like, more preaching, evangelizing? Or you just want to teach the
I
word?
love to teach.
Okay, there you go.
Do I preach? Have I had engagements? Yes. But I love to teach.
Okay.
That's more my forte.
Okay. So so tell us, it was seen on social media that you had gotten to an altercation with a coworker. Tell us about that.
So she's not a coworker. So
Okay.
the Monday before Thanksgiving, I was at my office. I do resident service and social services for senior citizens and persons with disabilities.
Okay.
And so it's an apartment building for that particular population, and it's low income housing, Section 8 with HUD.
Okay.
And so I have my own office on the first floor, and it's a great job. This individual used to live in the building,
Oh.
and she got evicted in August because they found her double dipping in Section 8.
Okay.
So she wasn't the official resident. She was living with her boyfriend. But because she was living with her boyfriend, that made her a benefactor of his Section 8.
Oh.
But then they found out she had Section 8 in her name
Oh,
somewhere
so that's why
else
it's a double dip.
that,
Okay.
that someone else in her family's using.
Oh.
It's
It's just a bunch of fraud.
it's a whole bunch of fraud and ghetto stuff going on that our people are doing. And so the management company evicted her.
Okay.
Her evicting her then reduced her status. She was classified as a living aid. Now she's a guest. So she lost her parking space, which upset her greatly.
Okay.
And she had to sign in and out as a guest,
Oh.
which she hated doing.
So she
But
just wanted to walk in.
the issues between us had been going on for a year and a half.
Okay.
Just prior to my being there, she ran the building. She did what she wanted to do. Once I got there and once the new management, the property manager took over, once he and I got there, we changed things. You need to follow the rules. She was taking money from people. I had residents in my office constantly saying, hey, if you don't tell her to give us our money back, we're going to do bodily harm.
Oh, wow.
I'll say it in that manner. There's a resident that I assist. She would take him to the bank and have him get money out. And he's got early dementia. I asked her to stop several times. She wouldn't. We have food deliveries. She would rummage through and just pick what she wanted out. And the coordinators would complain about her. Instead of, because she's not even supposed to be doing it. The resident is supposed to sign their name and take a bag.
Wow.
And if you can comb through the extras. Or once everyone has a bag that wants it, then you can come to me. Hey, Q, can I get some extra chickens? Absolutely. Help yourself. She wouldn't do that. She just go in, pick out all the bags
Before everybody gets
before
their
everybody
stuff.
else.
Oh, okay.
So people were complaining. The residents who coordinate that were complaining about her. I had to deal with that. She would tell people not to listen to me, not to come into my office, not to allow me to assist them.
So she's just going in there
She was
causing
a
all
mess.
kind of havoc. Okay.
She would get during Thanksgiving last year, 2018. She got free turkeys and sold them to residents.
So what made the altercation between you and her? Like, so did she think that you were coming in and was like taking over, and like she had
I made her follow rules.
Okay.
And I shut stuff down.
Okay.
So even when it came to the food deliveries, I told her she could no longer come in and participate with that.
Oh.
And I mean, and first off, let me be clear. My diligence is to my resident.
Yeah.
She's his aide. So we don't have to interact with her. We don't have to do anything with her.
So it's just out of the kindness of your heart that you were even interacting with her.
And she would, during meetings with the resident, her boyfriend, she would try to knock down my door on my office because she wanted to know what we were talking about.
Wow.
She did not like us talking. And then, but all of this is because she's on drugs.
Yeah, I was about to ask, where is this personality coming from?
Drugs, pills, and alcohol.
So the place that you guys live in, is it for people that are dealing with those type of issues, and that you guys kind of helping them out?
No, but have we inherited that population? Absolutely.
Okay.
Within our community, mental illness, within the world period, but especially within the African American community, undiagnosed mental illness is very real.
Oh. And
so I have a lot of people in the building that have undiagnosed mental health issues. But as soon as you talk to them about it, what, you think I'm crazy? You think, and she and I, before it's escalated to violence, I had several talks with her about going to rehab. She told me she's a successful addict.
A successful
I have it recorded.
I am a professional at this. I like to get high, and I know how to do it professionally.
She said she's successful at what she does.
I went to school for this.
Yep, and that's exactly. She said she's a successful addict, and she didn't need help.
So how did the physical altercation start?
So the first one, the one on social media, was our second.
Okay.
The first one was in August, fresh from her eviction, and that's because I just got tired of the disrespect, the vulgarity, the profane language to me. It was just too much. And so that particular day, I said, you know what? You're not going to keep talking to me. And so I upped my tone. I will admit that. I didn't curse because I just don't do that, period. Mm-hmm. But I upped my aggression on my volume, on my tone of my voice. And I was like, you know what? You're not going to keep talking to me like you crazy.
Yeah.
And then that's when she was like, oh, what? So you going to hit me? Run up then, B. Immediately, I called for the maintenance man. I said, no one is about to hit you. And I yelled for the maintenance man, and that's when she punched me in the elevator. So the two of us fought in the elevator, and the maintenance man broke us up. And that's what led to the restraining orders.
Okay.
So that by the time the second assault came, where there's 5 people, that's why she went and got 4 more people, because the first fight that we had. So the first fight was that. The second fight, the week of Thanksgiving, she was high. At this point, we've already got a restraining order. We already have a property no trespassing order.
So she wasn't even supposed to be on the property at all?
She's not supposed to be within 100 yards of the building, at any building or myself, at all. Painters were painting outside, and it was nightfall. High, I have it all on video. High, she came in asking them, why were they painting in the dark?
Yeah, because we seen a video when she was standing outside and just like doing a little
That was
dance.
after the fight. So this particular night, she was high and literally pacing. What are you guys doing? Why are you painting at night? Who paints at night? Who paints at night? And we're just like, and so I'm in my office, which faces outside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that her car? I go outside. She's yelling at the painters. And that's how it started. Because immediately I'm like, you need to leave. I call the police. Immediately.
And then so I remember you said like she had left and then came back with more people.
So she was there. This was also during bingo, because the seniors love the bingo. They heard the commotion outside. So now I've got senior citizens outside trying to protect me. I've got senior citizens threatening to hit her with their canes, their walkers. It was like a true, I'm so serious. It was like a it was like a senior citizen reality show. I've got 2 seniors in front of me. You're not going to do anything to Q. Everyone's trying to get her to leave. It's so much commotion now. and she's not listening to anyone.
Yeah.
She threatens another resident, so then I get in front of that resident, and that resident has her cane out, like I'm gonna bleep bleep bleep.
Yeah, you
up.
got the
It
senior
was a mess.
citizen. You got the Golden Warriors ready to go to war
It was
for
a
you.
mess. She left. By that point, I had called the Compton Sheriff's Department 4 times, and they hadn't come.
So
She left. We thought it was
typical
over.
police.
Right. We thought it was over. I was waiting outside for what I thought would be the sheriff's. A car pulls up. I don't recognize the car, and they pulled up where we just had fresh paint.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to tell whoever it was, hey, can you move, please? Because the painters, before they left, said to keep it clear for 24 hours. Okay. Hey, excuse me. 5 people rushed me. And at this point, I call the cops a 5th time. There's 5 of them. I'm about to get jumped.
So you did you like, grab your phone in the midst of them yelling at you, or
it
like?
was in my hand the whole time.
Okay.
And for me, because people have been asking, well, Q, why didn't you call 911? It was just to press a readout. I was just pressing readout.
Wow. Because 911.
Well, no, for me, I was calling the 310 number because I was instructed that anytime she violates the restraining order to call this particular number.
Okay.
So I started with calling that number, and I just kept pressing readout, and it never clicked to call 911.
Okay.
I would just press readout. Hey, readout. Hey, this is what's going on. Readout. Hey.
So it was more like a panic motion. Yeah.
It was just an instinct of pressing readout.
Okay.
5 people get out of the car. It's her sister, and 3 younger ladies in their 20s.
Jesus.
And so at this point, you can even see me on the video walking away. Leave me alone. What are you all going to do? Get out of here. I'm not her sister said, we just want to talk to you. We just want to talk, woman to woman, just want to have a conversation. She keeps trying to rush me the whole time. Her family is keeping her away. We just want to talk. I said, I'm not talking to any of you. It's 5 of you. I'm not talking to you.
Why'd you have to bring 5 people to come having a conversation?
And you came back in a different car, so you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
I just want to talk. And she was drunk. I smelled the alcohol on her breath. Her sister. I'm her sister. I just want to talk. What's going on? My granddaughter just died. We just left the hospital. You should be mourning, but you're here.
Yeah, why are you here?
Trying to talk to me about your sister who's on drugs and what's going on. It's 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock at night. Go and mourn. We just want to talk. Woman to woman. I said, no, I'm calling the police. Don't call the police. We just want to talk. That's it. And then the 3 younger girls, they were calm. Man, we just really want to talk. I'm not talking to anybody. I've called the police. At this point, the sister says, F her. She called the police. Let's go. The one who I have the restraining order against, the sister and a 3rd one were going to the car. 2 of the young ladies were trying to talk to me, really nice. So I will not defame them. They were really nice and sweet. Mm-hmm. The sister said, F her, let's go. She called the police. And they said, we're sorry. I said, it's okay. Everyone's leaving. The one I have a restraining order against comes up and socks me in my face. So we start fighting. And next thing I know, I'm getting punched in my back.
By somebody
else.
You know who it was.
So her daughter ended up jumping in the fight.
The one of the younger ones.
Yes. So her daughter ended up jumping in a fight. And I can distinctively remember dealing with her and feeling body punches in my back. And we were broken up.
So who broke it up? What
it was so many people. Family, the 2 family, the sister. And they got mad at the one that I have a restraining order against. Why'd you do that? We didn't come here for that.
Yeah.
One of the younger girls gave me my shoes because I came out of my shoes. The sister gave me my phone, and she said, we didn't come here for that. See, if we hadn't came here for that, I would have never given you your phone. So at this point, I'm on 1,000. I'm yelling. Yeah. I'm going off. Y'all thought y'all was going to jump me. What do you think you're doing? We didn't come here for that. I said, y'all thought y'all was going to jump me? You can't jump me. And so we're just going crazy. And so then they run off in the car and leave. I called the police again.
And they still not there.
And they're still not there.
So how long would you say from the first call to the police or to that number that they told you to call to the police actually showing up?
The whole ordeal is almost 2 hours.
So it took the police about 2 hours.
It took the police from the first call to the last call. It's about an hour and a half, hour 45 minute span. from the first call to their arrival.
See, that don't make no sense. Why the police have to come that, especially if you have a restraining order and they say call this number whenever this person comes up. What's the point of the restraining order if it's not working when you call
This
it?
is my issue. And a lieutenant called me because I ended up sending emails to everybody, City Hall, DA's office of Los Angeles County,
Yeah.
Lacey, the mayor. I blasted out. So a lieutenant called me trying to play nice. He said he said after my third or fourth call, they escalated me to a priority, but not an emergency. And within the escalation of my call, within 8 minutes, they had a robbery, they had a shooting. It was 3 things he told me. And they had someone's car being stolen, and the person who called 911 was chasing the person still in their car.
Oh.
So they had these 3 calls. They said within 8 minutes of the call where they escalated me to a priority, but not an emergency. And so he called to try to make it right with me. And
Everybody that's in church, everybody that's saved, everybody that's a Christian didn't start off like that. We all have different backgrounds that as Christians, we strive to live a more Christian type of life. Doesn't mean that sometimes like, oh, we're perfect. We're nowhere near perfect. I tell my wife all the time, I said, baby, I will make mistakes. So I said, please don't ever get mad at me for making a mistake. Pray for me and hopefully I won't continue to make that mistake, but I'm not perfect. And people get this assumption that Christians are perfect and we have to do and act and all this kind of stuff. But here's when you pushed up against the wall and someone's putting their hands on you, I think anybody in their right mind is not going to sit there and let someone just punch on them like a punching bag and not do anything about it. Whether you're Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, anybody is not going to just sit there and just use as a punching bag. So I commend you for at least standing your ground, standing up for yourself, because it lets that person know that you can't mess with me. Yes, I'm a child of God, but you're not going to come here and put your hands on me and think I'm just going to sit here and just take it. Because the thing is like this. If she did that and you just felt the ground and did all like this, now she knows I can keep doing this to her because she ain't going to do nothing about it. So now she knows I can keep coming back punching this girl and beating her up and she ain't going to do nothing. But when you stand your ground and say, I'm not going to have this, at least now she knows I need to leave this person alone. She didn't call the police on me. She didn't fought me back. So I know I need to step back. So yes, I don't see nothing wrong with you defending yourself against someone who's coming at you. It'd be a different story if you were the one causing all the issues, but you weren't. You're defending yourself.
right.
So, like,
And now the aftermath has definitely been God telling me what to do and not to do.
okay,
And that's gone against my instinct, because I was going to blow the city of Compton up. I was going to the news. I wasn't playing. The Lord said, no, you're not. The Lord has me in a season right now where he's allowing things to be done to me wrongly, and I can't do things about it. And that's the aftermath has been a journey. So, because I was going to go to the news, stuff wasn't happening quick enough for me.
okay.
It wasn't happening. Even with the management company, it's been a lot. I'm really in a very trying journey, which I won't go all into because that's not the purpose of this, but it's been a lot. But the Lord said, no, you're going to rest in me and let me work it out.
So, let's finish this out by giving, talk to the audience. Let them know if, some encouraging words. If someone else is going through something like this, what would you tell that person or what to do? Since you've experienced this, what would you tell them to do? Would you do the same thing, do something different? Let them know how to.
The advice I would give is get the spiritual lesson. What is God trying to say? It was a realization for me that the devil's really trying to kill me. He literally embodied this woman and had her attack me.
Wow.
And then a second person and had them attack me. That was real for me. I spent 4 hours crying the next day.
Jesus.
Like, the devil is literally. So I'm like, okay, Father, what is it I need to do? What are you saying to me?
And
what is it you want?
And even now, he's still working on you.
Even now, I'm healing. Like, my back is hurting right now, but I still have issues in my back. I'm in therapy. My arms are better, but my arms hurt and my shoulders hurt because 37 in these streets fighting. I'm not no spring chicken out here fighting. So I still have body pains that I'm dealing with in therapy.
Okay.
But spiritually, I'm well. Mentally, emotionally, I'm so grateful. It could have been worse. It was 5 of them. I could have been stomped out, stabbed, murdered.
Guns,
Thanksgiving,
anything.
you all could have been mourning me.
Man.
Anything could have happened to me. So I'm blessed. I'm not living in fear, walking around, is she gonna come? Is she gonna come? Scared, PTSD. Someone tried to tell me, Q, lawyer up and go tell him you crazy and work this case. I'm not going to play victim.
Yeah.
God has been too good to me to be a victim.
You don't have to do all that.
I don't have to do that. The great one lives inside of me. I will not be a victim. I will not be intimidated. I will not be bullied. But I will rest in God, and I will not allow this to steal my mental peace or my emotional peace.
There you go. There you have it, you guys. If you or know anybody that's dealing with any type of abuse, talk to them. Go get them help, whether it's spiritual, whether it's what do you call those people? Therapy. A lot of people don't believe in therapists, but sometimes it works. Counselors. No one deserves to be treated unfairly. No one deserves to be beat. No one deserves to be jumped. Anything like that. Everything can always be resolved through talking, using your words. So I want to thank you so much for coming and sharing your story, and stay blessed. And
listen, I ain't got a choice.
Yes.
I'm living my best life in spite of.
There you go. 2020, living healthy, wealthy, and free.